Duets with Dice presents Yours to Keep, a Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle, Episode 1. Okay, so, because this is the beginning of our Changeling the Dreaming Chronicle, this is basically your
prelude.
Yeah, it's a prelude. And so we're pretty much going to go through Adelaide. Well, go ahead and describe your character first.
Okay, so for this Changeling game, I'm going to be playing Adelaide Francois. She is a 22-year-old from what state are we in? We're in Virginia?
Yeah, I think we decided Virginia. Even though it's based on a fictional place, I stole a lot of the stuff from the Changeling Quick Start that they put out, Yours to Keep.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're using that town and that setting and all that stuff. It doesn't really give a state in the game.
It just gives a general
location.
It
doesn't even give you a general location. I made a lot of assumptions when I was looking at this. I was this feels East Coast-ish. And so, the town is Point Avalon, and we decided it would be in Virginia.
Because near all of those coasts, there's a lot of coves and craggy beach lines and stuff like that. And I thought it was very aesthetic and,
and
would be appropriate.
Sort of fits the sort of vibe of the town.
But I'm a 22-year-old. I'm self-employed. I'm a vlogger. Mm-hmm. I do a lot of sponsorships. I'm a horrible millennial, according to most old people, and I don't have a real job, according to most old people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so normal things like that. What she looks like, she's Nordic, tall, lots of curly blonde hair, pretty slender, very elfish.
Mm-hmm. And so let's get into your kith.
Mm-hmm.
You said elfish, and that feels like an appropriate segue.
Yeah, it does. I am an autumn she.
Okay. Yep, they're the new one that was introduced in Changeling 20th.
She that stayed behind.
They are the nobles who stayed behind and didn't die when the doors to Arcadia swang shut.
Mm-hmm. They stayed behind to take care of people like is appropriate and receive the respect for doing as such among the little folk.
Yep. And so what we're going to do for this session, I've kind of loosey-gooseyed it. Mm-hmm. We're just going to kind of roll with it. We're going to go through your Chrysalis. Now, this will take place 1 year before the actual game starts. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna close in on Adelaide's house. She lives with her older brother Louis, and her older brother is much older. How old is he?
He's like 35.
Yeah.
We had like a 15-year age difference.
Yeah. And so he's old, and he's got a real people job, and he's got
depression.
Yeah. Well,
clinical depression.
Yeah, he's got real bad depression. He kind of hates his job. But he does it because
a lot of social pressures on him.
Yeah.
Feels like he has a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
And so he rises to meet the occasion even though he doesn't like it.
Yep. And so, let me think. Is there any other crucial information?
Did we live here when my Chrysalis happened, or did we live somewhere else and moved here?
Oh, we lived here.
Okay.
Yeah. You've lived here for as long as you feel like.
Yeah. No, then we probably have lived here for a while. We probably moved here after I graduated high school.
Yeah.
And then we've been here ever since.
So let me pull up the little town description that they have, because that's kind of important. Okay. Point Avalon is a shore town that slumbers most of the year with a small, closely knit population that keeps the town from being completely deserted from fall through to spring. For most of the year, many of the businesses temporarily shutter or run on diminished schedules and staff, but all the residents agree on one thing. Even without the bustle of the summer crowds, there's a quiet magic to the little town. Something about the way the sun gleams off the water and the wind plays through the dune grass betrays the subtle glamour of the place, as does the way the scent of the ocean carries even miles away from the shore. While a group of population accepts it simply as the enchanted nature of life near the sea, a small but healthy portion knows the truth. Hosting a surprising number of changelings year-round, Point Avalon thrums in resonance with the dreaming, alive with all manner of chimera and hosting an impressive balefire in its hearth. Known as a popular tourist destination, the town comes alive in the summer months, attracting a regular group of part-time residents as well as a number of steadily rotating groups that visit for a weekend or two and flit away again. Among these Among these that visit for a weekend or two and flit away again. Among these temporary visitors are always more changelings, either following the paths of glamour that led them to the small town, or else following the tales of Selkies and Ishu that frequent it. Alright.
Nice.
And so?
My beautiful... What date is it?
So,
is it summertime yet?
No, this is, it is, early spring. And it would be 2016.
Alright. And so, my Chrysalis. How exciting.
So, how did you told me earlier that you had a special way that you wanted to do this.
Did I?
With the, with the GoPro?
Oh, for my I wanted to do that's my introduction for how I just do my day.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so we're going to start like that? This is just a normal day.
Yeah, it's just a normal... this is a normal pre-changeling day.
All right. So, she wakes up very early in the morning.
And you live in a beautiful little very rustic sort of 2-story cabin. It's
very Baroque looking. It's a little inappropriate for Virginia.
Yeah.
But my brother built it because he loves this style of house.
Yeah.
And so he took us out to Virginia to build it.
Yeah. And he had saved up a bunch of money and he bought the land and he went to town on designing this thing. He is a city planner. Mm-hmm. He's a city planner, and he went through the whole process of designing the house. He didn't actually physically
build the house, but that's what contractors are for.
He designed it. He had it contracted and everything, and it is
a nice house.
It's a really nice little place.
He makes sure the lawn is manicured. It gets weatherproof, so the paint doesn't chip. Yep. He takes good care of it.
It has a very magical sort of feel to
it. Especially in the fall and stuff because of all the maple trees and shit. It's a very magical looking home.
Yeah. And so you wake up, and what does your room look like? My
room? I probably have a room that it's probably pretty messy for her. Not so much because it has it's in disarray. It's just there's a lot of stuff in there. She's a little bit of a hoarder in that if she likes something, she might want to keep it. And so the room definitely shows a lifetime of. Well, I went to the beach and I really liked this rock, and so I brought it home. And it sort of has that look to it. Mm-hmm. There's just a little bit of chaos. There's probably a lot of pictures on the wall of anytime she traveled with her parents, because she doesn't see her parents a lot. They travel a lot, and so every once in a while they'd go with her. So she has a lot of pictures. She's been in a lot of places, and so she has a lot of pictures and stuff of her family, of her dad, her very large fat father, who she loves immensely. Has pictures of him on a little shelf.
And he's a famous chef, yeah.
Yeah, he's a chef. He's a pastry chef in particular.
And he works... So, are they from France?
Yes.
Okay.
The father is.
Yes. Okay.
The mother is not. The mother is American.
Oh, okay.
Their mom is American. Their parents are separated.
Mm-hmm.
And they have been for quite a long time after her father had, like, I don't know, what, four heart attacks?
Yeah.
And then she was like, you know, if you don't take care of yourself, I'm leaving. And he's like, but I'm happy, honey. And she's like, okay, deuces.
Yeah.
And so they don't see each other, but Adelaide loves her parents a lot.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of girl is Adelaide? Like, before we get into, like, everything that you do during the day, what sort of person was she before her Chrysalis?
Change? She was still a little weird, but not in the gregarious, outgoing kind of way. She would always kind of try to keep the weird to herself, which is why her room looks the way it does. But she was always kind of would always say things that were non sequiturs a lot. But to her it made sense. Mm-hmm. But to no one else would it have anything to do with what they were talking about. It's just, you know, in a non-linear way it may have kind of had something to do with it. She didn't have a lot of friends because it was kind of hard to talk to her.
Yeah. She
didn't really relate really well, and she would get embarrassed. And so she'd like, no, I gotta go. Sorry, nobody could come to my house. We can't.
And so did you, so before your Chrysalis, how successful was your vlogging?
The vlogging was much smaller. She probably also had a deviant art at that point in her life, just due to, you know.
Does she like to draw and do a lot of art?
She actually has a couple dots in crafts. She has dots in crafts, a lot in performance. And so she can do a lot of stuff. She's pretty artsy.
So when you take a dot in crafts...
You have to specify?
Yes, you do have to specify. Just say looking at your sheet for maybe the second time. First time since it was fully completed.
Alright. And so crafts, we can say... can it be in multiple things? Because I have 2 dots?
It would be... You'd have 1 dot in each, but yes.
Yeah, okay. We'll do one in... What would it be for something if it's like a little more practical?
How do you mean?
Like, if she were to like make like props for her vlogs or anything like that.
Stagecraft?
Oh, that's perfect! Yeah, stagecraft. Because that's essentially what I gave her the dots and crafts for, so if she needed to make something for a video, she'd be able to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say stagecraft. And so she'd be able to make a lot of the weird nonsense
she's got essentially 1 dot in drawing and 1 dot in stagecraft. Okay.
Yeah, and so she has done a lot of stuff. Her parents were pretty cultured, and so they encouraged her to do a lot of stuff. In her cluttered room is also probably a bunch of instruments that she attempted to learn.
You put a little X on politics?
Oh, I bought it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm just kind of poking through and making sure.
You can pause.
Okay, we fixed that up. And,
yeah, we had to clarify some of the things.
Just needed to clarify a couple things on the sheet.
But
anyway.
Yeah, her channel wasn't super popular. She had, like, definitely under 100 followers that would tune in and stuff, and she would do stuff like where she would mount up a camera and draw. She didn't used to like putting her face on the camera. Mm-hmm. She was a little more shy.
Yeah.
And so she would often do stuff that didn't include her physically in it.
Yeah.
Like she would like play or something, but always have the camera away from her. Mm-hmm. She never put herself on there because she was shy. Mm-hmm. So her channel wasn't super popular. There was a couple people on there, but enough of them were probably pity views, pity subscribers.
Does she have like a contingent of online friends or anything like that?
Yeah, probably. Other people, other mutuals and stuff on all of her different accounts.
Sure.
Her many accounts, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter.
Sure.
All of it.
Yep. Okay. So you wake up and you're in your room. I imagine you've got maybe like a full body mirror. near your bed, and you've got these little dresser drawers next on either side.
They're just covered with nonsense.
Yeah. You got maybe like a little workstation in one corner of the room, and then like not a walk-in closet, but like one of those wide closets.
Oh yeah.
Stuff a bunch of stuff in.
Yeah. This room probably has a lot of extra shelving built into it all over the walls.
Yeah.
Just like hanging shelves for all the shit.
Do you have a particular wallpaper design or anything like that?
Oh, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, we would probably put wallpaper in this house. There's no way he wouldn't. Wallpaper is aesthetic as fuck.
Yeah.
She probably just has flowers or French lilies, the fleur de lis.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably that.
And so you wake up and you've got this.
I wake up and I look over at my bedstand. Yesterday I had received the GoPro that I had bought.
Do you still have a job at this point?
No.
No.
She is unemployed.
Okay.
She is dreadfully unemployed. She's thinking about... Right now, there's probably also a lot of college applications on that bedside table.
Yeah.
She's just like, no, they're open tabs on her computer, and she's like, no, I'm working on it. But she doesn't know what she wants to do.
Yeah.
She definitely has that problem that most, 20-year-olds have, where they're like, I have my youth ahead of me, I could do anything, I'm capable of so much. I think I want to play Minecraft for the rest of my life. Is that something I could do? Her brother oftentimes gets on to her about it and is like, you have to go. You have to do something. You have a lot of talent. You can afford to go anywhere. There's no reason why you shouldn't. So there's a little bit of pressure.
Yeah. She's 21 at this point.
So she's 20. Just came to the age where she can do whatever she wants except rent a car.
So there are expectations upon her to kind of get it together,
and it's difficult because mentally she knows that. I mean, I could probably do those things, but she is a little bit afraid of failure. Because there would be nothing more embarrassing than being like, hey, I failed art school. And she doesn't really want to... She is a little afraid of the disappointment. She has the anxiety that, what if I don't fit in with, like, the art kids? What if the art kids don't want to hang out with me and be my friend?
Well, you'd be surprised, I think.
There's way more weed than she probably is currently aware of, but yeah.
And
she's had that good small town life, so.
Yep. And so, so you got a GoPro in the mail?
She got a GoPro, and she wakes up super early in the morning. So her alarm clock probably goes off at like 5:30. And she's like, yes.
And so, it being the springtime...
It's not quite light outside. It's pink.
Yeah, it's well, I think down here in Texas, it's still dark.
I don't know what it's like up there.
Yeah, up there it would probably be darker, if anything.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget that everyone doesn't deal with the bullshit in Texas.
Yeah.
And so it's...
the curve of the earth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But yeah, she wakes up and she put the GoPro right there and like near her alarm clock. So when she woke up, she would immediately look at it and be motivated. Woo, woo, woo. Yes, she says. And she gets up, goes towards it, and kind of like clears off her work desk and kind of puts it out. Kind of vague. Like, looks at the instructions a little bit. Like, not too much. Like most people. She's like, instructions.
Most people are like, instructions? Nah, I'm good.
Alright. And she got the thing where she could put it kind of like a hat. It's kind of like a GoPro hat. And she gets all of it set up. She makes sure the batteries are in it, and then she plugs it in to make sure it's fully charged. She goes onto her Twitter and says, "Today's the day." Tweet.
No hashtag?
Let me think. Hashtag face reveal. Alright. So, she gets up and she puts it on and goes and stands in the mirror and turns it on. And she's in her night clothes. And she's still in her night clothes and stuff. Everybody has been asking me recently to do a face reveal and a daily vlog. And I finally saved up enough money to get a GoPro so I could do it properly. And so that's what we're going to do today. I'm very excited for everyone to see what I do every single day and to see my beautiful town and my beautiful house. Okay, first things first, I have to get ready. And so she goes and she digs through her pile of clothes.
What did she wear?
Today, it's spring, so she'll probably wear a t-shirt with a funny saying on it, more than likely. Some shorts, and some boots.
Okay.
Pretty normal.
Just kind of looks like a Pokemon trainer.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, no shit. She does look like a Pokemon trainer.
She just needs a weird hat.
That's what the GoPro is.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The GoPro is the weird hat. And she goes to the mirror. And I'm also going to do my sort of face routine, which is what I usually do. I use St. Ives apricot scrub. And she kind of holds it in front of the camera on her forehead so they can see. And they can also see, like, just her in the mirror on top of it, everything that she does. And so she starts to brush her teeth, and does all of her face stuff, puts on, like, a little bit of makeup. Not a lot, because she has delicate skin that breaks out easy, so she doesn't wear a whole bunch of makeup. Alright. So, what I do every morning, she says, and she's kind of like going down her stairs, is every morning I wake up early and I make breakfast, and I also make lunch for myself and Louie. And so I'm going to take you guys through what I do to make all the lunch. I think for breakfast we're probably going to have ham and eggs, an American classic, very delicious. And so it has like a thing where they just...
You move past the living room, and the stairs, I imagine, are like...
They're kind of
like right in the middle of the house.
They just kind of go up.
Like, it goes up, and then, you know, when you get down the stairs to either side, you'll see, like, the dining room on one side, and then, like, a living space on the other.
Yeah.
And so...
It's very open.
Yeah.
And she kind of, like... She'll go down the stairs and like, this is my house. This is the first floor of it anyway. It's kind of dark. You guys won't be able to see it best right now because it's in the morning. But at noon, I'll take you guys back so you can see what it looks like at noon. It's beautiful. And so she trots over to the kitchen and there's just like a first person. This is our fridge. Fridge tour. We have a lot of eggs. Louie really likes eggs because they're good for you. We have a lot of meat, jelly. There's wine down there. There's a lot of wine. That's also Louie's. I don't drink wine. And then we have 40 types of mustard. That's mine. Wine's Louie. All the mustard's for me. We also have a lot of hot dogs in the crisper drawer, and she goes and pulls open the crisper drawer, and it's the long one, like the one we keep the eggs in. She pulls it open, and there's just like 40 brands of hot dogs all sealed off with a little like bag clip.
With a chip clip?
Like with a chip clip. Yeah. Look at that beat there. It's good stuff. Most people, for anyone who hasn't watched or followed me on anything before, I can't eat gluten. I have an actual gluten sensitivity. I have actual celiac disease. So I can't eat bread. So, but that's just for anyone. That's an FYI for anybody who doesn't know already. Yeah. And so I put it in, and I take out the stuff, and I crack open some eggs. Yeah. Being gluten-free all the time, it sucks. It's the worst. But sometimes I eat bread anyway. There's nothing quite like a McDonald's chicken nugget, except, it's forbidden. And that makes it so much better.
A single McDonald's chicken nugget.
Can't have too many, I'll fucking die. And so she puts out the stuff and thinks, oh, did I cuss? Am I gonna get demonetized for that? Oh well. No, I can't be monetized anyway. I don't get enough views to be monetized in the first place. But if you guys could actually tell people to follow me, or maybe make accounts and follow me with those fake accounts, that'd also be nice. Alright, breakfast. And she puts the breakfast in the heater for Louie. Alright, and now I'm gonna make lunch for Louie. So, he's a diet boy, and so we're gonna pack for him a ham salad, and one of those wine juice boxes. Have you guys ever seen those wine juice boxes before? They're awful. Here, let me show you. Looks like an actual juice box. That's not a juice box. There's wine in there. I usually wrap it up in a napkin when I put it in his lunchbox because I don't want him to get in trouble for drinking at work. But I know he does anyway. And I'm also going to write him a note. Let's see. And she gets out sticky notes. Have a great day. Smiley face. There we go. That just really cheers him up.
You hear a door open and close, and
she does.
You look over and you can see Louie just sitting there in like a flannel shirt and like
tiny shorts,
tiny pajama shorts, and he's like, Adelaide, what are you doing? Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm filming for my daily vlog.
What?
I'm
like right now?
Yeah.
What?
That's what this is.
What?
It's a GoPro.
You're filming right now?
Yes.
It's not live, is it?
No, it's not live.
Okay.
I'm going to put it live at probably around 9 o'clock. I'm going to put it on at around 9 o'clock so people can start watching.
Okay, we'll edit this out.
That's not how that works.
What?
Maybe you should go stand over there.
He goes and stands. Adelaide, edit me out.
Okay, yeah, I'll edit.
I don't want to be seen.
You don't want them to see you?
No, not right now, especially.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Why are you doing this at 5:30 in the morning?
I'm doing what I do every morning.
Okay.
Go. Well, your breakfast is ready. And it sees her, like, it jiggles as she goes to the warmer and pulls it out.
I'm serious, you better find a way to edit me out.
I'll edit you out, trust me. No one will look at you. They have no idea who you are except that I make your lunch.
Okay.
Alright. Well, go on, get out of here, you. Go do whatever you do in the morning.
Okay, good.
Next time we'll do what you do every day. You can wear the GoPro.
No one wants to see that.
Oh. Yeah, you're probably right. Go away. I'm busy.
Oh, okay.
Go.
And he takes his breakfast plate.
Up to the bathroom.
Takes his breakfast plate to his room. His room is on the first floor.
Yeah.
His room is, if you come down the stairs and you go down the hallway on the living room side and you head towards the back, you'll find his room. He's there. The top floor is pretty much yours.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he just hangs out in there and he takes his plate and goes.
He's like, okay.
Goes into that floor and you hear water turn on in the background and stuff. And
yeah, he's not gonna watch these because I don't think he does. I can't edit him out. Maybe I'll be able to blur him out. I don't know. I'll see. This is an experiment. This is our first time. It's okay to make mistakes on your first time. So, alright. His breakfast is done. His lunch is done, so I'll leave out his lunch. And then we'll go do what other things I do in the morning. And Right now it's probably around 6:30, 7.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and in the morning I go out and I take a beautiful walk.
And so as you go outside now, now the sun is definitely coming up. There's a pinkish quality to the area, and you live in a pretty nice little neighborhood. Louis made sure to buy property on it before before most construction on it began.
Yeah,
and get in on the ground floor, so to speak. And, and so he actually finished your house before a lot of the other houses came up, and they're pretty fairly spaced apart. It's not a big town that you live in. It's you got about maybe 6,000 people or so that live there in the summer, and so it's closer to like 2,500 during the other months.
Pretty sparse.
The town has pretty much noticed, hey, we got more people on their way in. A couple of posh folks from like New York and stuff own nice properties over here, and that's kind of the neighborhood that you live in. And so you normally pretty much have the neighborhood to yourself. Yeah. Before the summer months. And so you're walking, and there's lots of pine trees and everything like that everywhere, and they get very tall. It's like a little forest, pretty much. And so you kind of go down the sidewalk, and you're moving along as the pinkishness of the sky sort of gives way. It's slightly overcast today. Not like all the way, but like there's some pretty thick clouds.
It looks like it might rain soon. Maybe not. Sometimes early in the morning, there's a pretty thick sort of cover, but by noon usually the sun clears it all up. I'm going to go to my favorite spot in the entire town first. I like to look at the beach right there in the morning. Mm-hmm. It's my favorite.
And so, as you're walking, you do see a little bunny just run across the road.
Oh, you see that? Oh man, that gives me life. Look at it.
And when you talk, it stops for a second and sort of turns back to you.
Oh.
And it looks. It kind of squints for a second.
Look at that little bunny. I wonder if I can get close enough to touch it.
And
I get a little closer. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Its eyes get big and it runs
no!
off.
Oh, no. Goodbye. Oh, that was so cute. His eyes were so big. I love rabbits. Except when you pick up rabbits, because they scream. If you guys have never heard a rabbit scream, it sounds like this. If no one has ever seen a rabbit or held a rabbit, they sound like people. I'm going to the beach.
And so, in time you make it to the beach, and the beach is beautiful. The water is still just a little bit pinkish, as the sun has pretty much risen at this point, and you're getting a full shot. Yeah. There's a sort of fog that rolls off the beach in the morning, and it you can feel it along with the wind, and it just kind of you feel it kind of go through you every morning. It's a very refreshing feeling, and so you walk down the beach, and in time you reach the boardwalk.
Our beautiful, beautiful boardwalk.
Yep, and the boardwalk is where a lot of the festivals are held in the year, which is sort of the town's. It's the reason to show up in the summer. A lot of these festivals are lit, and
hashtag lit.
Yeah, and but for now, a lot of the businesses are shuttered. You see a few of them that are opening up and getting ready for the day, but it's like little T-shirt stands and things like that. And then a lot of the businesses are more like bars and things that don't really open early.
They're just closed.
Yeah.
And this is the boardwalk. Usually during all of our different summer festivals, this is the place to be. Here we have a fruit stand. Hi! And she just waves to whoever's in it, just like...
Yeah, someone's setting up their fruit. They go, "Hi, Addie."
What are you setting up today?
Same thing I do every day. You know.
Excellent. Good luck. And she puts out a finger, so on the GoPro you could just see a thumb come into view. He sets up fruit every morning. His fruit is very, very delicious. Okay? Most fruit is gluten-free, so I can eat it. And so she goes along the boardwalk out towards so she could get a shot at the very end.
Yeah. At the very end, you see this. There's like a cabin nestled away. It's like, so you'll hit the point where there's like a little point where, you know, you'd put a lighthouse at the end of it.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
And,
a little peninsula.
Yeah, a little peninsula. And the peninsula rises up, and underneath it, there's a little cabin. And that cabin, everyone says it's haunted. It is it looks like the type of place that probably made a lot of money way back in the day before, you know, it closed down and things like that. It's not a little cabin by any mean. When I say it's a cabin, it's like it's like a lodge.
Yeah,
it's like a lodge house, and
this is our famous spooky lodge. Here, I'll get in a little closer. It's actually very, very scary, especially in this morning fog. Actually, you know, actually, it seems really haunted when looking at it from this angle.
Yeah,
and this
and
light.
It's got like dark sort of. It almost looks like it's made out of driftwood. And there's like a darkish quality to it, and you know, you see it, and for a second, it sort of looks like it's for just a second. It looks like you saw paint on it, like very fresh paint. Mm-hmm. But it kind of goes away.
Okay, I'll come a little closer so everyone can see it. I'm thinking maybe a later installment will explore it, like urban explorers, like the ones how they do it in Japan. In Japan, there's a lot of abandoned buildings because everybody moved into the cities, and so they do a lot of urban exploration in spooky, empty houses. I'm very interested in doing something like that, and maybe this will be my first house to explore in. I haven't decided yet. Leave a comment if that's something you're interested in. And so she gets a couple good views of it just by standing in front of it, and then she goes back, waving at anyone who is setting up.
Yep. And yeah, you set up, and what do you want to do after that?
Okay, so after going and playing on the beach and seeing the beach, I'm going to go to the post office.
Mm-hmm. And so you make your way to the post office, and the town it's very idyllic in a lot of ways. It looks it's very clean. The people who live here take good care of the place, and there's still a lot of red brick buildings set up in that very New England sort of style with like white paneling and red brick and I forget what you call that style of roof, but
gabled?
Maybe.
Well, I suppose you'd have to look up the style.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you move through you move through town. You go past the city hall area, which just has like a little statue on the outside of it.
Who's the statue of?
It's not of anybody in particular. There's like a bear.
And this... what's the name of our town? Point Avalon?
Point Avalon.
And this is the beautiful Point Avalon bear. Yep, it's made of... I touch it. Maybe I think it's brass or something like that. It's also the mascot of the high school. It's a bear. I'm not sure why they erected this bear. Maybe we used to have a problem with bears. I'm not too sure. I don't have the answer to that question. But anyway, back to our journey to the beautiful post office.
The post office isn't far from City Hall.
Goodbye, City Hall.
And by the time you reach the post office, you're starting to see traffic pick up a little bit. You see people drive by in their cars, and you kind of do the neighbor wave to everybody. And, they wave back from their car, and it's a very peaceful, serene sort of town. And, and so you go in, and what do you want to do?
I want to go see if there's any mail for me.
Okay.
I want to go in, because it's such a small town, there's probably only like 2 people that work in that post office.
Yeah. And so, you go in and...
I'm very friendly with my postman.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Your postman's name is Paolo.
Paolo!
Huh?
Ding! As I come in.
Oh, hi, Adelaide.
Hey, Paolo, are there any, packages for me? Am I allowed to film in here?
Wait, why? Oh, what's that on your... Is that a GoPro?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's for my YouTube channel.
You probably shouldn't film in here.
Okay. And I put my hand over it. Do you have any packages for me?
Were you expecting a package?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look.
And also any letters or junk mail for Louis, too.
Oh, let me see here. Yeah, I've got some stuff.
Okay, good.
And he puts a little brown box on the
yes!
desk, and also some bills and stuff.
Oh, okay. The bills, and then that's my box. All right. So how are you, Paula? How's the dog?
Well, dog's good.
Mm.
It's just it's just a puppy, but we're still trying to get her trained to not shit everywhere.
Oh. Yeah, that's why Louis says we can't have a dog.
Oh.
He doesn't want a dog to, like, pee in the house and stuff. But I really want a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, good luck on your, whatever you do here.
Thanks, Addie.
Okay, bye. As soon as I leave the door. Okay, we can, resume filming.
Okay.
Awesome, I got something. I ordered a lot of stuff.
You gotta. So, I'm just saying, when you pantomime things.
She
this
says,
is an audio media.
I forget sometimes. She takes the package and puts it up in front of the camera and, like, moves it around so they can see the label on it. Yep, that's to me. I don't know what's in there. I kind of buy a lot of packages and just kind of spread out when I get them, so it's kind of like Christmas, but all year round. It's just something I do for myself. Okay, and that's mostly everything for the town. If you guys want me to go anywhere else specifically in the town, you can leave it in the comments, and then I'll go there next. Okay, so now we're gonna go.
As you pass by City Hall again, you can see Louis pulling in. Kind of where he works, and
look, there he is.
Hey, did you delete that stuff earlier? Okay. What are you doing?
I went to get mail. I have mail for you.
Oh.
It's bills.
Oh.
Here.
Just
and I start approaching.
No, leave it on the kitchen
now
table at home.
No, but you don't want to see these?
No, I don't.
These guys are selling, what is this? What's male enhancement pills, and this one's for hair loss. Here.
No, I don't want the...
I love you.
He says... he's like, no, I don't want the... As you put it in his hand, and he just kind of wraps his fingers around the mail, and he's just like, I don't want this. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you just walk away.
Yeah, he works here. Oh, and I can show you his car. He has a very, very nice car. I think he has this car because he's insecure about his weight or hairline. or something. It kind of screams to me like midlife crisis.
What kind of car is it?
It's probably like a Mustang or something. Like, it's a nice car.
Mm.
It's a midlife crisis car, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even deny it. Like, I'm sure the fucking dealership he went to, they were like, oh, this is a midlife crisis car.
Yeah, and so, you were gonna go back home?
Yep.
And so, on your way back home, as you're passing through the neighborhood that sort of connects to your neighborhood, you see the rabbit again.
Oh, look. Oh, there it is. I'm going to go into my house. I'm going to get something to feed to this rabbit. Do you guys want that? Do you guys want me to feed this rabbit? Oh, I'm going to walk around it so I don't scare it. Hopefully it'll stay in the same place.
And it just sort of watches you as you...
And I, do a step. Like, I'm facing the rabbit while I'm, almost walking into the street to avoid the rabbit.
Yeah, it has this it has this sort of very deliberate, neck turning as you walk around it.
Wow, what a weird rabbit! I love it. And from there, I start running to the house, and so it's jiggling all over the place. God, I hope that
rabbit
stays.
It's like a found footage horror film where you're just it's just shaking
all over the place. And so I go into my house and I put the stuff on the counter and I go into the fridge. Carrots, rabbits like carrots. And I start looking through stuff, and I find some cucumbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is fine. This should be good.
Okay.
And so I go back out.
And when you go back out, there's 3 rabbits.
Oh my. Oh. Oh my goodness.
When they see your cucumbers, their little noses perk up.
Oh my.
Their ears jut straight up.
I get down on the floor, on my tummy. Oh, and I put my arm out towards them, and I kind of stand still, hoping one of them will come towards me. Oh, it's so cute.
What are you doing?
No. Do you want a cucumber?
Yes.
What? Wait, what's going on? Is this a... Are you a talking rabbit?
He looks over at his friends. Yes?
Should I be filming this?
What?
Can I film you? Can I film you? I don't want to film you if you don't want me to film you. Wow. This is the best thing that's happened to me all week. And I put forward the cucumber again, come on.
Let go of the cucumber, please.
Okay. Do you want me to put it on the ground?
Yes.
Okay, here. I don't want to demean you or anything by making you eat out of my hand, I guess. Oh, wow.
Well, let's eat, chums. And they go over and they very cutely eat the cucumber.
Wow. Oh.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, of course. Do you live here?
Yes.
Do you just live over there in those bushes?
I live in a warren.
Oh, just like the movie. Oh, but that movie was terrible.
What movie?
The Watership Down.
Oh.
Never watch it. It's a terrible movie. They all die.
I've never watched any movie.
Oh, of course. That's silly me. You're a rabbit. Of course you've never watched a movie.
That's not a great thing to assume.
Was that racist?
Looks over at his companions. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to make any sort of assumptions about... What?
I'm leaving.
What's going on?
And then they just scurry off.
I take off the GoPro and I'm like, is this... That was... Okay. And I just kind of put it back on my head and wiggle it around tight in the strap. I have got to go look at that in then the next part of my day, I'm going to go into my office and edit some videos. And I run inside, and so it's shaking all the way in.
Yep. And you go upstairs.
Oh my!
You run over.
Take it
you
off
run over to your laptop. You plug it in right away.
And just pull up everything. Oh my goodness!
And as you're trying to get right over to the point where you were talking to the rabbit and everything, and you get there, and it gets to the point where you see the rabbit.
There it is. Yes. Play.
You run off. Yeah, you play, and you get the cucumber, and when you have the cucumber, you run over, and you lay down on the ground, and you're not holding anything in the video.
What? I rewind it a little bit, and then play it again.
You clearly see yourself get the cucumber. So you see yourself take it out, but when I lay down, when you get to the point where you lay down, there's nothing there in your hand, and you do see a rabbit, just one rabbit. There's one. Look at you for a little bit, and then run off.
Wait, that's... That doesn't make any sense. Okay. And I just played it again a couple of times, and I kind of feel a little scared. I'm like, wait, I was really excited because I thought I uncovered something that no one's ever seen before. And I thought I had got it on camera, which was going to be the most exciting thing since, they found the fucking Titanic. But...
No. You just... You
Where'd
saw a rabbit. It was a cute video. I mean, you still got pretty close to the rabbit.
Okay. I suppose from here...
However, you do see yourself talking. Like,
oh my gosh.
It's as if you're talking to the rabbit.
Am I a racist?
Yeah.
Do you think that's racist? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be racist. I say, just holding out my hand to a single rabbit that's confused.
Yep.
Did I imagine that? No, it seemed really clear. I'll tell Louie about it. No, I better not. He doesn't need to know. I'm not going to let it ruin my day. And so she unplugs the GoPro and puts it back on. Okay. So, I'm going to fast forward through this, so when you don't have to see all of it, because we're going to wait until noon. I usually do a lot of video editing until about noon. And sometimes I'll also draw and upload to my DeviantArt. And sometimes I'll take pictures and edit them and put them on my Instagram. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And it sort of fast forwards a little bit until noon.
Yep.
And at noon, it starts back up again. And she says, alright, so this is what I wanted to show everyone. My brother built this house. And he built in this really nice feature for it. At noon, you can see this. And so the house kind of has the upper floor. There's a skylight up there. And there's a lot of mirrors painted around it. And so exactly at noon, the entire room is just filled up with natural sunlight. And it bounces all over the house. You can see down the staircase, and there's more. And the light is just all over. And it only lasts for, a space of about an hour. Right at noon is when you can see it, and it's the most beautiful because it's so bright.
And by now, the clouds have pretty much parted, and it's a beautiful sunny day.
And so she just kind of lays down right under the skylight and just kind of turns her head so they can see everything, and everyone can see the light as it bounces.
And the light is bouncing, and it's just very bright and beautiful, and as you're laying there, you sort of feel yourself fall.
Oh no.
Like, the way you would fall if you were, in a dream. Where you sit there and you can kind of feel yourself falling back, through... Like your stomach feels like it's falling. Underneath, you're falling through things, and... You sort of see yourself fall through the fall through the house, like a Kingdom Hearts cutscene, where
Oh!
The squirrel like falls.
He's falling and there's like
he's
all this
falling
stuff.
and there's all the stuff and he's like very slow motion and it's very dreamy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just falling through the house and then you fall through the earth and you know, once you get to a certain point you're underwater and you're just like
I'm just keeping going like
keep falling until you stop. And then you start flying upwards. You start flying back up into the house, and as you get back into the house, you're very quickly moving through all of the things that you fell through, and it's just up and up and up and up until you hit yourself, and you sort of jut awake.
Oh God! And I jut awake, which is ah!
And it's about 3:00 in the afternoon.
I look up and it's gone.
Yep.
The room is no longer light
It's
like
not
it was.
super light. It's just lit up.
What time is it? I get out my phone and I look at it. It's 3:00. Oh. And I kind of turn around and touch the floor. I'm pushing down on the floor. Oh. Did I fall asleep for an entire hour? I touched the GoPro. This time I had to have gotten it, and I run back to my room.
Yep.
To check again.
Yep, and as you're checking, it's just a lot of footage of you
laying there.
Laying there. If you do it in a time-lapse sort of way, you can kind of see the sun go away, and then the room darkens after a certain point. But you were certainly just laying there.
Uh-oh. And she's just like sitting there like looking at the screen just very nervous like, what does that mean? Am I losing time? I saw a movie about that. She says aloud to herself even though it's not on. It's like the movie Sybil where she was losing time. But she actually just had a personality that moved to New York and became a painter. No! Oh no. I don't want to call Louie. I don't want him to come home from work and be scared. Okay. I'm not going to let it ruin my day. I put the thing back on. What was I going to do at 3:00? I kind of have forgotten what I was going to do at 3.
You are kind of hungry. Yeah.
Oh, my little tummy. Okay, well, I guess now... Oh, I could start putting dinner together. Libby gets back at 6. And so she goes down and looks around the house. And goes to her kitchen. Alright, we're gonna have chicken breast and green beans and coleslaw. There we go. Very healthy. And I'm going to eat some of the coleslaw right now. And so they just see like a bowl.
Yep.
Mayonnaise is great. Just stir it up, eat it again. We don't keep bread in the house, which sucks because I would definitely eat it. I think I remember what I was going to do today. I think I was going to go to the local convenience store and buy something just to show you guys our beautiful convenience store. It's very, very clean. And she's crunching very loudly on the coleslaw. But maybe we can do that another day. I'll make that its own video, showing everybody our very, very nice Walgreens.
It's a Sheetz.
Oh, it's a Sheetz!
Yeah.
I want to show everyone the Sheetz and talk about all the things that I oftentimes buy there. I love Sheetz. Not sponsored, but would love to be sponsored. It's kind of like a dream of mine to, be sponsored by people. I wonder what that's like. I bet if I got sponsored by people, I wouldn't have to go to college and get a job. Because I'm not good at anything. And also, I don't want to have a job. And also, driving scares me. And I wouldn't want to have to drive. Like, maybe if I could walk to work? I don't know. And I kind of, like, look over at the table where the bills were. And there are definitely, like, application things for colleges. Maybe later on this evening I shall look over college applications to show how dedicated I am to forward progress. But right now I'm making chicken. And so she just continues to make the chicken. She makes dinner.
And as you finish up your dinner, and when you turn around to set it down, to set the plate down on the table, you see the rabbit again.
It's you!
Yes, it's me.
Oh, do you want cold slaw?
Yeah.
It does have mayonnaise in it. Can you eat mayonnaise? Wait! You weren't in the video earlier. I already checked. I'm sorry. You weren't in the video. And... are you real?
Of course I'm real. How dare you?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. Of course you're real. I'm talking to you.
Yes.
Well, let me get you a little ramekin of cold slaw. You can have dinner with me. And, oh, Lily's gonna come home soon, and then you can meet him. Okay. Come on. Alright, and I go and I get, like, a little, like, cute little ramekin, and I put coleslaw in it. Alright, come on. Here. And I kind of... oh, do you want to sit at the table? Here, let me pull you up. You can stand on the table if you want.
I am.
I put it down. I, like, move it around, like, so from the perspective of the GoPro, they just see a hand holding some coleslaw, look around pretty confused before putting it down. Oh, okay. Well, here you go.
Starts eating it.
Oh, I'm also going to be making dessert. We're going to have a peach cobbler, but instead of crust, it's just going to be beets. Like a beet crust. Do you eat beets?
Of course I eat beets.
I love beets. They're like the best food.
Who are you?
My name's Addie. Who are you? I never asked your name.
My moniker...
yes?
Among the Warren... is Sir Fluffytail.
Oh, hello, Sir Fluffytail. That is a wonderful name.
Thank you.
That is...
I worked very hard to earn it.
He says, shaking his fluffy little tail.
Oh. You know, I always feel like it's great when people have names that, like, fit them really well. Like a drill sergeant whose last name just happens to be Payne or something like that. I always love that. I feel like some people just fit so well into their names. And Mr. Fluffytails is a great name.
Yes.
He seems like he struggles to understand you just a little bit.
Well, thank you for the meals.
Of course.
I shall be off.
Oh, you don't want to stay just a little longer for dessert? And then also to meet my brother?
No, I'm quite full.
Oh, of course. Well, I wouldn't want you to stay. How'd you get in?
Through the door. Where else?
And the GoPro just looks over at the door, and it's the tall knob, and then just swivels back to look at the little rabbit. Oh, you just open the door with the knob?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yes.
You turn the knob. It's quite simple.
Oh, yes, of course. Just turn the knob. So, yeah. And, like, the GoPro's just, like, looking to the side, looks up at the clock, looks back at the rabbit, looks at the door, looks at the rabbit. I mean, you could just wait just a little longer. Please?
No, I'm quite full.
Alright, don't go.
Why?
I would like your company just a little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm full.
I know, but can you tell me about your life? and how you came to be a beautiful talking rabbit?
Nothing special about me. I'm just a rabbit.
No, you're not just a rabbit. You have a name. Most rabbits don't have names.
Well, how many rabbits have you asked?
Well, usually rabbits don't tell me their names. They just scream when I try to hold them.
Yes, that sounds reasonable. We don't like to be held.
Not even you?
No.
Especially not you?
I don't want to be held.
Okay, well, I won't hold you, now that I know that you talk and you have opinions and you don't like being held. Okay, what else? Have you always lived in the Warrens? Do you always talk to other people? Am I the only person you've ever talked to? Wow.
No, not at all. I speak to many of your kind.
You talk to people all the time?
Yes.
Oh. Well, it's just I've never heard of anybody talking to a rabbit. I've never seen it on TV or read about it or anything like that. And so, I guess this is just very new for me. It's a new experience.
Okay. You speak very fast.
I'm sorry. I'm excited.
It's confusing.
I'm sorry. I'll talk slower. I'm just really excited to see you. You're like a Disney. You're like Thumper from Bambi.
What? What is that? I don't. You're talking fast again.
I'm sorry.
What is that device on your head?
It's my GoPro. I use it to film my day. And this is the first day I've ever used it, and Oh, wait. No, you weren't on it earlier. I forgot. You don't show up on camera.
No. I probably wouldn't.
Why?
Well, it's not that I don't show up, it's just that you don't see me.
Oh. But I see you right now.
Yes.
So the camera just doesn't see you?
Must be.
Maybe the technology isn't advanced enough. Is this some sort of rabbit conspiracy? That all along there have been talking rabbits, but maybe the government is hiding it?
The government doesn't know about talking rabbits. Don't be ridiculous.
Are you sure? I mean, the government knew about a lot of things, like incredibly fast airplanes.
A conspiracy is any time two or more people get together to withhold information from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracies are very real.
Conspiracies are real. Just like the conspiracy to keep people from knowing that rabbits talk. Oh my goodness. I can't tell anyone.
What are you? You look mundane.
Mundane?
But I can't quite tell what your kind is.
Well, I'm kind. I'm just a normal person, I guess. Kind?
No. If you were normal, you wouldn't even be able to speak to me.
Oh. Oh!
I'm leaving.
Okay. Oh, and I look, the GoPro swivels back to the clock. Oh!
It's about 5:45.
No! Please stay!
The rabbit wanders over to the front door and just sort of points at the doorknob, and it opens up, and he just hops right out, and then it closes behind him.
Oh, pardon my language, but what the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I put it down on the table, and I sort of look at the camera. Oh my god, he's not going to show up on the camera. I probably should edit all this out. I wouldn't want the government to know. If the government knew, I don't know, and this is some sort of rabbit conspiracy, they might show up and kidnap me. Ooh. Okay, I'll think about editing it out. Maybe. I'll see in the final cut. Remember in the final cut, I say, looking at the camera. Alright. Beet pie. Gonna make beet pie. Put it back on. And just, like, looking at the camera. Or looking at the The clock, it swivels back quite frequently.
In time, Louis gets home.
Louis!
Hello, Adelaide? Where are the bills?
Oh, the bills are... I gave you the bills.
No, you gave me an ad for... you gave me an ad for Bosley, and you gave me a... What was the other thing?
I think it was a male enhancement pill.
Yes, you gave me a coupon for Cialis and a
Bosley.
A Bosley pamphlet.
Oh, your bills are right here. Here, let me see. This one's for you. This one's for you. And she just keeps handing them to him. Okay, and then these ones are for me. I'm going to look at those later.
Okay.
But...
Is dinner ready?
Yes! Your dinner's ready. Here, let me take it out of the heater. And I take it out and I put it on the table.
He starts eating.
I'm about to put the pie in the oven. Hey, Louie.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we always have rabbits?
Yeah, I see them around sometimes.
Like, have you ever gotten to, feed one?
No.
I got to feed one today.
Oh, that's cute.
It was charming. When I brought it in the house...
You brought a rabbit in the house?
I let it out. It let itself out. I fed it cold slaw.
You let a rabbit into the house?
Well, the rabbit let itself in. The rabbit got into
it snuck in? Oh, God. How did it sneak in?
Through the door. It didn't sneak in.
You left the door open?
Yes. I'm sorry. But the rabbit was here. Are the rabbits here, inherently different from any other rabbit in the world?
I don't know. I don't know anything about rabbits.
Okay, hold on. And I take off the GoPro and I put it towards the oven so it can watch the pie, but everyone can still hear. Louis, one of the rabbits was talking earlier. I was so scared.
His eyes widen. One of the rabbits
was
talking.
It freaked me out. And I got it on my camera, but it didn't show up on my camera, and I was like, what is going on?
You recorded a rabbit talking.
Oh, no, I didn't record the rabbit talking. I recorded me feeding a rabbit, but what was happening, the rabbit was speaking. But that's what I'm asking, is, have the rabbits spoken to you yet?
No.
Maybe if you feed them.
No. Rabbits don't speak, Adelaide.
Well, this one said it was special.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. But I was just asking you if it's happened to you yet.
You've been talking to those shady people down by the pier?
No, just the fruit seller.
The fruit seller?
What's the parentheses mean? Oh, are you talking about the wacky tobacco? No, I haven't had any.
Okay. Well,
I don't know.
Rabbits don't speak.
I know, but I know, traditionally the rabbits don't speak, but this one did, and I think it's a government conspiracy.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen, Adelaide.
What's up?
I'm going to eat this dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to weep over these bills.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to sleep so that I can do this all again tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
What you need to do is you also need to go to sleep.
You think I'm tired?
I think you're tired. I don't know why. I don't know why you would be tired.
I'm not.
But I think you're either exhausted or maybe making fun of me for your YouTube show.
No, the camera's not even on us. Louis.
Well, whatever the case is,
I'm not making fun of you. I wouldn't do that. That's mean.
Okay. Well, then you need to get some sleep. You're probably exhausted.
You know, maybe you're right. I fell asleep today in the foyer for 3 hours. It was weird. So you're right. I probably do just need to sleep. So I guess after the pie is done, I'll have some pie, take a bath, and I'll go to bed. Maybe today was just Maybe I did too much running around this morning? I don't know. I'll take your advice.
Okay. And if you... Okay.
Okay.
And he gets up and finishes his meal, washes his dish, and, goes to bed.
Yeah, I'm just tired. Alright. I take the pie out. I eat some pie. I stash it away in the fridge to eat tomorrow for breakfast. Alright, well, this has mostly been a pretty normal day. No, wait, this hasn't been a normal day. This video was just me trying to show everybody a normal day of what I do, but it ends up not being like that. Today ended up being kind of an extraordinary day for me.
And as you walk back up the stairs, you see a glowing green light coming from the upstairs foyer with all the mirrors and everything. There's a glowing green light, and you can see it because it's the only thing that is pretty much lighting up the floor at this point.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What is that? And so it runs up, it jiggles up.
You go in, you run up in there, and inside there is it's all centered on a large ball, just floating there in the air. And it looks like it's almost like looking at like a galaxy swirls. There's like small, almost glitter-like, glowing green glitter just going around it, and it's sparkling and shining. It's like the most beautiful thing you've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, just right in the foyer.
And you're just looking at it right there in the foyer.
And I you can see hands go up and cover the face, and then the GoPro lifts up and she takes it off and kind of puts it on the ground. And angles it so we could see her go up and touch it. I'm gonna touch it.
And as you go up and you touch it, you again feel yourself kind of push out of yourself again. This time you have a bit more control. You're not falling through the floor, but it's almost like how in Doctor Strange when she touched his head.
Oh, and he fell out of himself.
He fell out of himself. It's kind of like that.
Nice.
But you're looking at yourself, and you're like something about you just seems different, and you're sitting there looking at it, and you look back at the GoPro. You can see it down on the ground recording, and you could through the screen you can see that you're just standing there.
Huh.
You're just standing there with your hand out.
Wow. We'll just walk closer to it, put another hand up to just sort of cup it to feel.
The glowing light?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, your body does that independently of where you're at. And so you you sort of float there for a second, just looking at everything you're seeing. It's just, there's drawings along the wood of the walls behind the mirror, and those are lighting up, and you can see it's almost like they're lit up, but they're carved into it. And these are all of a bunch of different lights. Yeah. It's like, red one area, yellowish another, and it just sort of goes through the whole spectrum around this central green light. Yeah. And as you're looking at all of that, you suddenly get sucked right back into your body.
And I sort of just, as I feel it, just, fall to my knees,
And it's still right there. The light, the green, all of it.
What is this?
And you say it, you say that, but your voice sounds a little different. It almost like it echoes slightly.
Hello? Louis?
Hello?
Louis?
You hear from downstairs.
There's a thing up here.
Hmm?
There's a thing up here.
What thing?
Is
it a rabbit?
No. It's like a light.
Okay. You hear You hear footsteps going upstairs. What's going on, Adelaide?
Do you see it?
He looks into the room. See what?
And so I just like turn around and look at him, and like I'm getting a little scared. Louis, it's right there. You can't see it?
See what? The light?
Yes, that light!
He turns on the light.
Not that light. This light. And I turn back and look at nothing.
The light's still there.
According to him, I just look into an empty
but
room.
As far as what he's seeing, you're just kind of looking into the center of the room.
It's right there.
Adelaide, you're worrying me. Do I need to call the emergency room?
No, I'm not hurt. It's nothing. It's a bright light, and when I touched it, I felt like I was falling. And and it was right here earlier where I felt I was falling too.
Falling?
And I lost 3 hours.
You took a nap?
For 3 hours, but I didn't realize I was napping. I was just falling.
Adelaide, you're scaring me.
You can go now. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure you haven't taken anything today?
No, I didn't.
I don't care if you did.
I didn't! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a bath and go to bed. And I have not stopped looking at it.
Okay. Good night, Adelaide.
Good night.
And goes downstairs.
Oh no, it's just me.
And, when the light turns off, the room is still perfectly illuminated by all of the green and the other lights.
What is this? Has this always been here and I just didn't know? Is this just for today? Okay. I'll go. I'm gonna go take a bath and go to bed. I go and I touch it one more time.
And it feels warm. You can feel it.
I try to move it. Does my hand go through it?
Yeah, your hand goes through it. But the force of your hand going through it sort of causes a ripple in the way that the gas is floating around the room.
I stand up and go to stand in it.
Yeah.
My entire body.
Yeah, you stand in it and it's warm and it engulfs you and you can feel it inside of you and it's just this amazing feeling. It's like flying. It feels like it almost feels like you could fly right now. You feel so great and you feel like you could take on the world.
Yeah.
It's a feeling of affirmation, sort of like I'm right and this is beautiful and this is great.
Yeah.
That sort of thing, and you sort of get a moment to appreciate just how really beautiful this whole thing is. Mm-hmm. You can see the dark blue of the room itself, illuminated by moonlight, and then this big beautiful green, almost like a campfire in the middle of it, but not quite a campfire. And you can just see all of the colors running along the walls and all of the beautiful shapes and things like that.
Wow.
And of course the mirrors around the room
are bright in here.
It's bright.
It is like a acid trip in here right now.
Yeah.
Louis has every right to be concerned. This looks like an acid trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a bath. I love this.
And you go to your bath. Hold on. First,
I've left the GoPro in the fucking foyer. I'm just I'll leave it there. It'll watch it.
As you're sort of sitting in this space, you can see that the room is slowly getting dimmer. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just like it after about maybe 5 minutes or so, it just gets completely dim and then dark. but you still feel like
Great.
you feel like you're standing in the center of it, except now you can move around. And so,
sort of
even though it's kind of even though this has been a very strange experience, and you worried Louis a little bit, you still feel pretty good.
Yeah.
And so
I kind of like swish my way into my room and flick on the light to my bathroom when I go in. I have a nice bathroom.
Yep. And as you go in, you see the mirror, and in the mirror, you seem a little taller. You seem taller. You seem your skin is more fair than it already was. You don't have any blemishes. You have no. It's almost like you're wearing a lot of makeup,
but you're not. Yeah.
You're sitting there, just sort of staring at
Peering
yourself, and your eyes are almost luminescent. Almost like you can see the little flickers of green within them.
Yeah.
But it's like
an opal.
The small pieces, like how you have those little bits in your eye that go off in different directions.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're like precious stones
in them.
Sitting in. Yeah. And so you're just sort of looking in them, and you've got this sort of aquamarine, sapphire-ish sort of glow to what you're doing, and your hair is silky, and it doesn't even really feel like you need to bathe. Your hair feels like
nice. The curls are very perfect. Yeah,
there's not a hair out of place. You're not like frizzy or anything. It's just kind of like, everything looks great. And as you're running your hand through your hair, you can feel your ear. And your ear is noticeably pointed.
Huh. And I lift up all of it, because I have a lot of hair. Yeah. I lift it up.
And you can see you have a pointed ear.
What is
this? And it points off about maybe like 2 inches.
What? I start taking off my clothes. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. And not
perfect.
Yeah, you're perfect.
Tweak. Turns around, looks at my butt. When did I get so pretty? Was I always this pretty? I go and I turn on the bath water, and then I keep standing in front of the mirror, and I just like shake my hair around,
and it shakes. It
shakes like a fucking Fructis commercial.
Yeah.
Like the curls are perfect, little angel ringlet curls, and they're bouncy and they never frizz. And I'm just like, what is going on? As I just like swish my head around. Oh, my arms feel long. I don't know. My nails are all perfect.
Perfect. Just everything about you looks flawless.
I don't think I always looked like this. Was it the light? It had to have been the light. Oh! And I go and I get a camera. And I go to click a picture of myself. Mm-hmm. And I go to see if I still look the same.
You still look pretty much the same. Your ears aren't pointy.
Weird.
But aside from that, you look
pristine.
Still pretty pristine.
Weird. I'm beautiful now. Like a fairy or an angel or something. Huh. Take a bath and go to sleep. Or go ask the rabbit? We'll ask the rabbit tomorrow. Yeah, I'll ask the rabbit tomorrow. First thing in the morning. Okay.
And so,
I take a little bath. I get up. I'm like, oh, my legs are perfectly smooth. Do I not have to shave? Did I shave? No, I don't think I did, but they're so smooth. Oh, goodness. Yes. Downstairs, she just hears a lot of movement in the bathtub. Just, ha! 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 Look at you! He's downstairs just reading in bed like...
Yeah. He's just got kind of like this... Yeah, he's just downstairs reading in bed and he just hears...
Oh, oh, yes! Look at you! Ha! Pretty girl!
And he's just like,
What the fuck is... Nothing. I ain't gonna let it ruin my day. Puts in headphones.
Yeah.
Or turns up the white noise machine in his room. Not gonna let that ruin my night.
And so, yeah. You go to bed and you wake up the next day and...
What about my, voila? Or voila?
Yes, your clothes.
Will they, like, appear magically? Like
Yeah, no, you go out and the clothes you were wearing have changed as well. You're looking at them and it's like a dress.
Yeah.
It's a very sparkly sort of...
Shimmery. Almost like it's made of flake silver and gold.
Yeah. There's a flake... Yeah, I thought so too. It's warm in here.
Okay.
Yeah. There's that flake silver and gold and it's just all over the place.
Wow.
And you can see it at the tail of the dress. It sort of swirls off, but it's like doing it forever.
Oh, wow.
It's like you're looking at an animation go through the dress.
Yeah. Current. It's very pretty.
And it's just flowing.
Wow. And I go and I, like, hang it over a mirror. Just, like, admire it.
Yeah. And as you look at it through the mirror, you can see it, and it's flowing. And,
wow. Oh, wow. Does she have anything else aside from the dress? Anything in her hair or anything like that?
Do you want it?
Sure.
Okay.
Like a Galadriel, like, sort of
a circlet?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you've got that as well. When you go, actually, we'll save that for a second. And so, yeah, you've got that, and what do you want to do?
I want to take a couple more pictures of myself, like, wow. Oh, God, I'm so pretty. Oh. Eat your heart out, Kim Kardashian. And then, I guess, like, lay down in bed, just push aside the blanket, kind of make a nest, like I usually do, and kind of just, like, plop into it. Huh. Maybe I'll try to sleep. But I'm so excited, I don't think I ever could sleep again. And I go and I click off the light.
And then you fall asleep. And so, you wake up the next morning, and everything is it's beautiful. It's another beautiful day. Your alarm goes off, but at 5:30 in the morning, and you don't feel very tired.
I turn on the light and I look at myself in the mirror. Kind of almost expecting to just look like I normally looked every morning, but instead I'm probably still beautiful.
Pretty.
Huh. Wow. I'll wear something nice today. No, I'll wear my beautiful dress.
Yep. And so you change into your beautiful dress. And sure enough, it's still sparkling off of you, and it only accentuates every bit of your beauty.
I'm like a princess. Swish! And I, like, grab the hem and, like, literally swish out of my room.
Yeah, you like, knock over.
I knock over some stuff. I go into my little foyer and I swish around.
And on the ground, where you left your GoPro, is a beautiful little circlet.
Oh!
It's
my GoPro!
It's a circlet, and you can sort of see a large blue gem attached to it.
Oh, what's this? Ah. Oh, I want to look at myself again. And I swish back into the room.
Yeah, you swish back and...
Oh, pretty girl! Yes! And I just, like, go down the hall. I go down the stairs, just like Cinderella, just...
Yep.
Oh!
You know, glitter is flying off of you, but not getting onto anything. And so, yeah, you're down in the kitchen.
Oh, yes, in the kitchen. Oh, yes, I need to cook. But this isn't the dress for cooking. I'll go and I'll put an apron over it, just so it doesn't get dirty. What are we going to have for breakfast today? I don't know. More eggs. Eggs and cereal. And I just make some eggs.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I can't wait for Louie to see the dress. And I put it on some plates. Squirt some ketchup on there with a smiley face like, oh my god, this is the best. I'm so happy.
So what were you wearing yesterday?
Yesterday I was wearing a pair of jean shorts, a shirt, and boots,
Yeah.
GoPro helmet.
Yep. And so, when Louis wakes up, he walks out and he looks. Didn't you wear that yesterday?
What? Oh. And I just sort of like curtsy, like smiling at him, expecting him to say something. Like,
I hope you washed it. And then he just goes and sits down. He's like, your makeup looks great, by the way. I don't know why you did it at 5:30 in the morning, but he just starts eating.
Do my nails look prettier?
Yeah, yes. Is that what you were doing last night?
Does my hair look prettier?
Yeah, I guess so.
Am I just generally prettier today?
Yeah.
Does anything else aside from that look different? And I like grab the hem of my dress and like flare it up.
Is this another thing for your YouTube?
No.
And why are you wearing your GoPro?
Oh.
And there's sort of like a dismal little dark cloud over Louis. He seems a little gray.
Yeah.
In this world that has grown so much more colorful.
Okay. Well, yes, I look different. My hair is different. Definitely. Well, have fun with your breakfast? And have fun at work? Oh, I need to make your lunch.
Yep.
He goes over and just like packs his lunch. Do you want 2 wines? Yes. I say without waiting for him to answer. Yes, you want 2 wines. There you go. Zip, zip. I put it out on the table.
Okay. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, Addie.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to work now.
Okay. Bye.
Are you okay?
I feel better today.
Good.
I think you were right. Maybe I just need to sleep.
Okay, good.
Okay, bye.
And gets out and gets in his car and walks away. Or gets in his car and drives away.
No, he just is like, boop, boop, and just walks.
No, he gets in his car and he drives away.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna go find the rabbit. And I just like run.
Yeah, you go outside and you start running, and the hem of your dress sort of moves with you. It's sort of like because like normally you couldn't run in a dress like that,
but it just like swishes out of the way, just enough to let my perfectly formed legs poke through.
Yeah, and so yeah, you run into the forest, and the forest you're looking at like some of these leaves are pink. Like they're like the whole forest is just it's everything you've never seen before, and it's all of the colors of spring, and it's you can see the wind blow, and the wind looks like
it was almost painted onto the sky as it just swishes through.
And the world just looks like a surreal sort of real life painting.
Wow! Oh wow! It's so beautiful. But it wasn't always like this. It's so much better now! And she, like, screams that in the middle of this empty neighborhood.
Hello?
Help!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You look over and you can see this white-skinned man, long with a long nose and rosy red cheeks and blasted back white hair. You all right?
Who are you?
I'm my name's Doyle.
Hi, Doyle.
Are you okay?
Are you?
Do you understand what's happening right now? Are you okay?
I'm fine, but you see it? Look at you!
Yeah.
Look at you!
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's enough of that.
I was screaming.
Yeah, that's... You don't need to scream.
I'm sorry.
No, I know it's a lot.
I'm sorry.
I know it's a lot to take in. I need you to come with me.
Okay, where are we going?
We're gonna get you figured out. We're gonna get you acclimated. Don't worry.
Okay.
It happens to everybody.
It happens to everybody?
Well, not everybody, but it happens to you. It
Okay.
happened to me.
Okay.
We're gonna be alright.
We're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and he's like wearing overalls, and he's got kind of a red bandana on his head.
What are you? What are you?
What?
You look like a little goblin. I like your nose. It's charming. I love this.
I'm a knocker.
A knocker?
Yes.
What
You'll
is
learn all about that stuff.
Okay.
Probably she. If I were to take a guess.
Okay. What's...
Did you just come from Arcadia?
No, I came from my house.
Okay. That tells us a little bit in and of itself. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
And he takes you down to the beach. And on the way...
Does the beach look nice?
On the way, you see a girl who is sitting... She's sitting at the beach. She's got, like, a bikini on and sort of like a black towel wrap around her. And she looks over and she's like, "Oh, is that her?"
I put my hand under my chin and wave.
She's got kind of like long red hair, and yeah, she's got kind of like long red hair, and she's like, "Oh, you found her. That's good."
Were people looking for me?
Well, after what had happened.
What had happened?
With you, dear.
Was it the light?
The light.
Did everyone see it? The light that was in my house?
Everybody... Okay.
Pretty girl.
Okay. This is a little awkward. My name is Anessa.
Hi, Anessa.
So, you probably have some questions.
Yes. A couple.
And the beach sort of flickers into a regular sort of vision.
Yeah.
And as you look down at your dress, you see your regular clothing.
Oh. Yes, I have some questions.
Okay. Well, we'll take you to the freehold, and they'll explain everything.
Okay.
You're going to meet with Lord Tierson.
Tierson?
And he'll get everything sorted. And so they go over. They take you they take you over to that cabin, that lodge that's out on the cove of the beach, and it looks much more regal. It looks royalish, like almost like a small castle.
It didn't used to look like that.
Well, it did. You just couldn't see it. Come in.
Okay. Is it haunted? Everyone says it's very, very haunted.
Well, they say that for a reason. We don't want people poking around.
Oh.
And
secret.
Mind your eyes. And she
Why?
she opens the door and to get inside, and there's this large. It looks so much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Oh wow!
There's this large castle type structure. It looks like it's made. It looks like it's handcrafted out of stone on the inside, and there's wooden floors and multiple floors with wings poking out of the thing. It almost looks like maybe. Like a more fanciful version of the hotel from The Shining.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's fancier than that, and there's like nice little couches, and there's a big green fire in the middle of the room, and it gives off that same sort of feeling like the one in your house, and so it gives off that same sort of feeling.
What is that?
That is... that's a balefire. It gives us glamour.
Okay, what's that?
Glamour is... it's like magic.
Are we all magic? That's the best thing that I could have ever heard.
Oh, wait for Lord Tierson to arrive. He can explain.
He'll explain it? Okay.
And,
I knew it. I knew I was always special.
Lord Tierson, she pulls out her cell phone and just... Tierson, we found her. Of course, my love. Yes.
I'm so excited.
She's here at the cabin. Okay? No problem. Bye, love. And, he'll be arriving soon. And, he's got to drive down from Cresthaven.
Where's Crest? Oh, Cresthaven?
Yes. Cresthaven, your Point Avalon's neighbor to the north, is, it's a fine little place.
Cresthaven could be so much better, and they think they're better than us because they have a CVS and not a Walgreens.
Yeah, really, it's like almost a fancier, more upper crust version of Point Avalon.
Yeah.
Point Avalon has a certain rural charm to it. When you get into Cresthaven, it sort of feels a little bit more like the Hamptons. And so, yes, there's a bit of a town rivalry. Really, they're part of the same town, but
they're considered different.
They're Northsiders.
Yeah, they're from north of the tracks.
Yeah, they're Northsiders, and
their beach sucks.
To the south is the district of Deepwood Glen, and Deepwood Glen is more like the. It's where you'll find. A lot of the industrial work that gets done around here gets done in Deepwood Glen.
Yeah.
It's still significantly less than the average town has, but a lot of the fisherman jobs and things like that, wharfs and stuff of that nature, it's to the south in Deepwood Glen. It's kind of like it's the south side of the tracks.
I'm from below the tracks, carefully.
It's where the only the regular upper middle class live instead of the actual upper class.
Upper class.
The mid-classians.
Yeah, there's like no Priuses down there. Yeah. Only Nissans.
You'll find a lot of Hondas.
Oh, Chevrolet.
Yeah. and so yeah, you in time, Lord Tierson arrives, and Lord Tierson comes in with a very regal bearing. He's got red trousers on and adventuring boots beneath them. He's got a sort of swashbuckler's look to him. He's got a great green cloak with a crest upon it. And he's dark-skinned.
Oh, he looks cool.
Yeah, he's dark-skinned. He has a goblet and and an actual sword at his side. Hello!
Hi! You're Lord Tierson?
I am, and I am so happy to see you. I am Lord Tierson, Duke of Cresthaven Manor.
Duke of Cresthaven Manor. I'm Adelaide. I live on Westway Street.
Of course you do. It is so good. It does my heart so good to know that we have another she here.
What's that?
That is what you and I are, my dear. We must find out your house.
What's that? I have no idea what's going on, and I'm kind of scared, but I'm also very, very excited.
Of course, my dear. All will be explained to you in time.
Okay, as long as I'm home by 4.
Of course.
Yes, I have to be home by 4.
Well, I don't have all day, so.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you have to go back to work.
I will take you under my tutelage.
Okay.
And I will take it as a personal mission to see to it that you are acclimated to Changeling society.
Changeling? Like when they take babies?
Yes. We're Fae, my dear.
Is it exactly like when they took babies?
Sometimes. Not exactly.
Is that what happened to me?
No. Well, yes. What has happened?
Oh my God, I'm
No.
adopted.
Oh, no. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like that, my dear. What's happened is that you've simply awakened.
So I was always a fairy?
Always.
Oh, wow.
You've simply awakened to your true nature, my dear.
I was always a fairy?
Well, not you, but you.
Yeah.
We changelings have a human body and a Fae soul. The Fae cannot walk this earth.
Oh.
We could not walk this earth in our true forms, and so we take humans.
Oh.
We take human bodies to live in.
Okay. Wow.
You are, in essence, you have possessed yourself.
Oh.
In a sense.
Okay. Alright.
We wait, and we wait, and we sleep in between lives, and we wake again. Ready to live on in this world.
Like, so we're like immortal?
Your soul is.
Wow.
And your human body will eventually come to pass, and when that happens, you will...
Get reborn?
Yes, you will go to sleep until you awaken in somebody else.
Wow, and so this is just me
but
waking up?
That's
exciting.
But that's just for them. No, you and I, we are special.
Why?
We come from glorious Arcadia.
Where's that? In France?
No, it's
a province in France. Arcadia.
no.
They're different?
It's different Arcadia. It's different Arcadia, my dear. You need to understand. We come from another world, not just another country.
Like, and she puts up finger quotes, like, finger quote, fairyland?
Yes.
And it's real?
He leans in and he smiles. It is more real than you can imagine.
And we're from there?
Yes.
Wow.
You and I, we are from there, and when we pass, we will, and when we pass, when these mortal shells eventually die on us, we will return to glorious Arcadia.
Oh.
And then Doyle speaks up. Pretty sure she's Autumn. And he stops. Oh. Well, I will return to glorious Arcadia. You will go through the cycle that I had previously described. It's so good to see you.
Yes. So we're magic. That's amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
soul.
the first thing you've probably noticed is that you're kind of seeing the world in a different way.
Everything looks very different.
Well, I can't take your tutelage. I don't know how... I would not be best suited for this. Anessa, my love. Take care of her tutelage. You get all of that figured out.
I just sort of like keep looking between the two of them, just like,
Of course, my love. And she leans in close and they kiss.
Oh, they're so pretty together.
you hear Doyle just go.
Oh, it's like a fairy tale.
In time, dear, we will conduct your saning.
Mm-hmm.
In that way, we will find out who you are. But first, we'll go through and I'll explain everything to you.
Okay. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to... Oh. If I'm a fairy, this means I don't have to go to college. And I reach up and I grab her hands. This means I don't have to go to college! This means I don't have to go to college!
And she looks a little concerned when you say that. And, yes, dear, you don't have to go to college. And in fact, it would probably be best if you don't.
Good. I don't want to go. It seems like so much.
Yes. There is a downside. This world it's poisonous to us. The gates to Arcadia are closed.
Mm-hmm.
And we wouldn't know how to get back even if... we wouldn't know exactly how to get back if we tried.
Oh.
There's a force in this world called the mists, and it causes us to forget. And however, the mists also defends us.
Okay.
For it causes them to forget as well. When they look at you, they will not see you as you are. They will see you as they expect you to be.
My clothes are the same, like they were yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
However, you know the truth.
Yeah.
And if ever you feel like perhaps you are losing your mind, as I did, if you were losing your mind, nobody else could see what we all see. It's real. If it weren't real, you would be the only one seeing it.
Yeah.
Don't ever think that what you see on this side, and I say this side, but really you'll see them both at once. They overlap. Don't ever think that you won't, that you can't be harmed by what you see.
Yeah. Okay.
And be very, very cautious of cold iron.
Just like the stories?
Just like the stories.
Okay.
Now, our human bodies, we go through them. It's just our way. However, if you are killed with cold iron, you will not wake up in another human body.
I'll die forever.
You will die.
Okay.
And there's times when you'll die anyway. For a period of time.
Uh-huh.
You will go back to your regular life, and forget that we ever existed.
Like amnesia?
Like amnesia. Your brain, the mists will fill in the parts that wouldn't normally make sense with something that does.
Okay.
However, you will forget about us, and it's difficult.
Okay.
It's a hard time.
I understand.
I'm Selkie.
Do you have a pelt?
She points down to the little the sash wrapped around her bikini.
Wow. Wow. And you turn into a seal?
And everything.
That's so amazing. What can I do?
You're already doing it.
What am I already doing?
You're beautiful. People will want to be around you.
Okay. That's good, too. I mean, being a seal is... I'm not going to say being a seal is better, but being a seal is pretty, like, you know. What can you do? And I look at Doyle.
I'm good with machines. Repairs. I can... the opposite of a gremlin.
Wow.
I can sort of find a way to make those work, and I'm pretty good at it.
Oh. Okay. Alright. Fill me in on everything, but remember, I have to be home by 4 because I have to get dinner ready by 6.
Don't worry, dear.
Okay.
We have all the time in the world.
Alright, no problem. I need a chair. My feet are tired.
And so, yeah, you pull up a chair and she sort of explains the Changeling way. She explains the history of why they had to jump into human bodies, the doors to Arcadia closing, and then what happened when the doors to Arcadia opened again.
Yeah.
And she talks about the Accordance War and
a
all
lot
that
of
stuff, High King David. She gives you pretty much a
good
history,
primer, yeah.
a short but simple lesson on Changeling history. And so, yeah, that's what she do. And as the weeks pass, you don't stop your regular day job, though you have started to divide your time between your projects.
Yeah.
Your projects and your
going to see them and
going
stuff.
to see them, and
what
they
she tells me.
explain to you harvesting glamour and how you need people and how we need creative people to sort of sustain ourselves.
Yeah.
And you sort of montage through a lot of the basics of training.
Yeah.
And in time, you discover at your saning, about a year later, that you are a she of House Fiona, which is the same house as Lord Tierson.
Wow.
And so...
does that mean we knew each other?
That means we are related, my dear.
Wow.
You could very well be my sister. Or my mother.
But I wouldn't know?
In time, perhaps.
Wow.
As you at one point underwent the Changeling way, were probably distant cousins.
Because you didn't?
Yes. I and my immediate family retreated back to the gates of Arcadia.
But then you came back?
During the resurgence.
Do you remember Arcadia?
Only that it is the most beautiful place in the world. It is beauty beyond imagining.
Yeah.
Yes. And
sounds great.
I've come here and we happily claimed our rightful place. We kicked out a few of the do-batters. And now they live... there are still some of them who live around here. The unseelie fae, which,
yeah.
They've already explained all that to you, and you've probably met a few of them at this point. There are a couple of... from what you've seen, there are 3 of them. They're kind of... I wouldn't say they're troublemakers, but there's a red cap, a Cluricon, and a Puka among them.
Yeah.
The Puka is mole. He is a mole.
Ooh,
and so he's got big bottle eyes, and he's just kind of always hunched over, and he's got a big nose, and he's pretty creepy.
He's gross.
Fight
the urge to go, ew!
The red cap looks something like a goblin. She is, or more like an orc.
Here's the three of them. I got a little picture of them.
Oh, he's foul to behold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're kind of rough and tumble, but to say that all they do is cause trouble
is an over-exaggeration.
Yeah, it's a bit of an over-exaggeration.
They're just
to your knowledge. The Clericon, whose name is... I'll just go ahead and give you all of their names. The leader of them, her name is Shadra. She's very clearly the head of them. She just sort of hangs out, and she's pretty tough. She's a red cap. The Clericon is Cardis, and he's easily the friendliest among them. He's just almost in a way that sort of draws attention away from the other two.
Yeah. I mean, considering that they need a front man.
Yeah, and he would definitely be the face of the group. And the Puka's name is Maddock Lawson. M-A-D-O-C Lawson. And he seems okay. He's a Puka, and so he talks strange and is kind of annoying. Not super fun to be around, but he doesn't seem like he's like actively harmful.
Yeah.
The other two just kind of keep him around because, hey, you're unseelie, we're unseelie. Let's just watch each other's backs.
You guys want to hang out under the boardwalk and smoke?
Yeah. You guys want to hang out under the bridge? And
literally under a bridge.
Yeah, and so that's those guys. Lord Tierson eventually returns to Cresthaven, and you are given slight dominion over you. In time are made lady, a lady of House Fiona, and let's see. You are given... let me find the name of this place.
So I'm given dominion over...
In time you are made the highest ranking she of Shell Lodge, and you hold it. You do know that there is another Arcadian she that resides in Deepwood Glen. Mm-hmm. She mostly just holds on to the Deepwood Glen freehold. Doesn't really mess with too much. She'll show up to social occasions, supposedly, but you haven't seen her.
Yeah.
And she's got her own little retinue of people.
That
She is. You do know that she is an unseelie of House. She is Lady Keelan de Winter of House Dyrain. And she has her own little retinue down that away. But you haven't seen her.
Yeah.
In time, soon the summer months will be upon us, and there will probably be some large social get together during one of the festivals because it's easy glamour harvesting.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
The wonder of the wonder of all the little shops and then the fireworks and
every
everything.
indie band in the tri-state area shows up we're just here to play.
Yeah, we just want to play music.
They gave us free food, so we showed up. Bands eat for free, and so
I will fuck up a dude over some funnel cake. And, yeah. And so you are pretty much given the primer, and you are now a changeling. You are a she of House Fiona.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I'm so happy, and I'm proud, and
that's where we'll wrap up.
Poor Levy.
Yeah.
For an entire year, he's like...
So, yes, as far as your at-home relationship goes...
I kind of have stopped talking to him for the most part.
Yeah, things have gotten a little strained. You still haven't gone to college.
Yeah.
You still, you're doing better. You're actually bringing in some money from your videos. You went from having less than 100 followers
by this point, you're sitting pretty on like around 15,000.
Yeah. So
something to that effect.
And it's getting, every time I post a video,
Yeah.
easily another
More and more
2,000
and more.
come in. And so it's like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
My
And
Instagram.
So, yeah, you are blowing up. And so, yeah, but the relationship has become somewhat strained. He has requested that you go to the hospital, that you start seeing a psychologist or a shrink or something to fix this.
And she's just like, no, leave me alone, and then swishes away to her room.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
And so, yes, there is the sort of opposing tides of banality and glamour within your household. And it is uncomfortable for both of you for different reasons.
Yeah. He's concerned that his sister has finally lost it, and she's just like, why is he like this?
Yeah.
Why is he just such a Debbie Downer? So much of a Debbie Downer. It physically hurts me.
Mm-hmm.
God.
And so, yeah. Alright, well, we can stop the recording there.
Yep.
And we will... oh! Thank you for listening.
Oh, are we going to put this up?
Yeah, I'm going to put this one up.
I'm so sorry to anybody who had to hear me scream. My apologies. I love to scream. Okay.
Okay. Alright. Thank you. Oh, I'm trying to click the stop button, but the mouse is not... Okay, there we go.